How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Millennials channel. If you're not subscribed, please hit the like and subscribe button if you find this video useful. Today I'm looking at the Nespresso Vertuo Plus coffee machine. Alright, so I just bought this Nespresso Plus coffee machine because at the moment I'm using my French press and I wanted something a bit more quicker and easier to go for. So this is the Nespresso Vertuo Plus, so this is the front of the box, but you can look like there. On the side it tells you, different types of pod flavours you can get and all that kind of stuff. So let's just open this bad boy up. Now, this is the Vertuo Plus. Now the difference between the Vertuo Plus and the Vertuo Next is the Plus is the more premium version. And you can actually, it does everything for you automatically instead of manually. So let's just open this thing up. Alright, so I just opened up the box and as you can see, everything's pretty much already assembled and it's very cool that the box opens up like a bit of a door like that. So it's already pretty much good to go. So I'm just going to pop this down here. Okay, so this here it is. Now, what you get inside the box, put my Stanley out of the way. Now, this is the official Nespresso one. You can get different sub-brands of this one, like your Krups, your Magi Mix, those types of brands, which are essentially the same thing, but just rebranded. So this is the actual Nespresso one from their website. So your manual might be slightly different if you get one of the other brands. So it's a Nespresso Plus manual there. My machine tells you how to use the machine, how to set the whole thing up, all that shebang. So that's all there for you. A really large container. So this is the Nespresso Plus. So this version is the newer version because they do a more rounded version of this one. This one's the newer one, which comes with a 1.8 litre tank, and the older one had a 1.2. So that's quite a large tank there, and it's got a nice kind of protective film on it, stop it from getting all kind of knackered and stuff. And you've got a nice metal chrome, does feel quite solid, little stand there for your coffee, and it's got a little label on there that you need to peel off, but that just kind of slots in like that to rest your kind of mug on it there. So on the back here we have this is your tray where it'll dispense all the empty pods that goes in there. So really kind of cool and easy. You can pick it from any side as well. You can go from this side, pick from that side, instead of just the back. Now on the Plus, you've also got this swivel. Now what this is for is actually plugs in your tank like there, and then that's where it draws the water from. But you can actually have this on this side, and then or have it on the middle. You can also have it on the left side as well. So if you are having it right up against the wall with the Vertuo Next, you can't actually adjust that. So you'll have all that sticking out from your wall on your counter. Whereas if you have this one, you can kind of push this to the side, and then obviously you've got a bit more room there because the tank is to the side. So that's something to bear in mind. You can't do that on the cheaper Vertuo Next. So that's just one of the features. And then obviously your other feature is the fact that the top here is automatic and it opens by itself once it's plugged in, and it closes by itself as well and gets rid of the pod, by itself. So, just little things really. It's nothing major. So this is the titanium or Titan color. So it's a nice gunmetal grey and it's a matte finish as well. I didn't really like the black option that they do because it's a piano black, and they're always prone to get scratched and get scuffed, and they look a bit nasty after a while. They look great when they're new, but after a while they're going to get a bit scuffed. But this is a nice kind of finish and looks good with the countertop I've got here anyway. So I'm just going to plug this thing in and see how it works. Alright, so here's the Nespresso Vertuo Plus all set up now, ready to go. To be honest, it was all pretty much done out of the box anyway, so it's really straightforward. You also get this, which is a Nespresso kind of starter kit, which has got some of your the most common kind of flavors that most people pick. So it's a little sample box with you've got your little menu there with what you can find inside, and you've got some nice kind of selections there to get you started off. So that's pretty cool that you can get that. Now I'm just going to take one out because I'm going to be showing you exactly how this thing kind of works. But yeah, really easy, very straightforward. Now, this is what I meant by how, this space consideration. So I've not really got much space here at the moment, where I want it to go, because I've got my drying mat here for my dishes. And then, if this was just stuck at the back, then it would stick out quite a lot, from the back wall of the counter. But thankfully, you can move this. So I've managed to put it at an angle, where it's not getting in the way. I've got my kettle here, and then it's not getting in the way, and it's, neat and tidy as well. It doesn't stick out too much. Now, as far as what kind of size mugs you can fit on this thing, it depends on the style of your mug. So basically, they kind of design it with this kind of, which is your normal kind of mug in mind, which fits on there really well. And obviously you can see I've like raised this to kind of fit my mug, because obviously if you have it down there, then, that's for more of your tall kind of alto, large latte cup. So you can get rid of the thing entirely, it's up to you. But yeah, if you have it like there, yeah, that's probably a bit too high, so maybe put it out there we go. You can fit a nice mug there, and it doesn't like protrude outside of the shelf. But if you had a mug like this, which kind of starts off thin here and then kind of chamfers out, then obviously that one kind of hangs off a bit. So that's something to bear in mind. So these kind of mugs, they're like a coffee shop mug. So if you go to like Costa or Starbucks, something like that, you'll get a large mug kind of like that, but it's not really designed for those types of mugs, which is, because obviously it sticks out. So these are a better bet to go inside. But something you have to bear in mind is obviously if you want access to the back here, where you've got the pod storage, you need to make sure you can actually reach that. Now, where I've got it here, because it's at an angle, it's a bit difficult for me to get to, so I need to take off my kettle there, kind of twist it this way, and then I've got access to this thing. But the good thing is you can access it on both sides, and then you get your pods, you can just throw them away. They look quite cool actually when you actually see one. They've got loads of like holes in them where they, obviously they've got out the coffee in there. But this can hold about 10 pods before you have to empty it. Then you can just slot it back like that, and then push it back into place there. And then there you go. So I'm just going to show you how to make a cup of coffee with this thing. They're dead simple. So you only need one tap, and then you can tap this up, and then the thing turns on. It'll take a couple of minutes to warm up, so you can tell if it is warming up because it's got a little flashing green light there at the top. And then once it's warmed up, it'll be completely steady, and then you can tap it up again, and then it will release the last pod you used into the storage unit at the back, and then you can put in your new pod. So just wait for this thing to actually warm up. There we go, right? And then you can open it up like that, dead simple. It's just dispensed the last pod in the back there, and then you can put your new one in there, and then tap the thing down, and then it will start your coffee as soon as you push that button. So let's just flip the camera around so you can have a better look. So I'm just going to open it up now. It's already heated up. You get your coffee pod. This is like a Gran Lungo kind of size. You come in loads of different sizes. Pop that in there. Now I'm just going to use a glass here so you can actually see what the coffee looks like. Let's get a sugar cube in there. Chuck that in, so we're all ready to go. Now this is putting in the milk first, which you can do. Again, you just tap that, put it down, and it's got the pod prime there ready to go. So all you got to do is tap the button there, and it will just start making the coffee. So like I said, this is a version where I've put the milk in first. You can always put the milk in after. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. Or you could use, if you had separately the Aerochino, you can put that in there as well. Then you can just give the thing a bit of a stir afterwards. Now hopefully, because obviously this is a see-through glass, so you can actually see what the coffee looks like. It won't overflow. So if it does, you can always stop the button. You can stop the pouring whenever you want, but just by pressing the button there, and it will stop it. But you get a nice crema there as well, that foam layer forming there. As the pod spins around, it gives you that effect. All right, so that's the coffee all made there. So as you can see, You've got the nice foam layer at the top there. You got your coffee layer, and obviously you've got your milk layer because I put in my milk first. And the crema that they do give you is actually really smooth, quite dense as well. So let's see if I can just focus on that. Yeah, you know, it is quite a dense kind of look, quite smooth. Right, if I get my spoon here and just give that a bit of a stir in that milk, and it's kind of ready to go. And Nespresso themselves have their own recycling scheme for the pods as well, because they're made out of aluminium, so they are recyclable. So they send you this bag whenever you place an order. It's free, and you can just literally just get your container of used pods, chuck them in there. You have to wash that out afterwards, sometimes you get bits of drips of coffee in it. And then once this thing is full, you can hold about, I think, 65 Vertuo Plus pods in it. Once that thing's full, when they drop off your new pods or when you place a new order, they can come and collect that at the same time, or you can drop it off at an Nespresso shop or a Collect Plus drop-off point. Okay, so here's the cup of coffee, all kind of ready to go. Yeah, it's really nice. So this is the Gran Lungo size. Obviously, you've got different sizes that you can do. You've got the Alto, which is the tallest one. You've got your mug, Gran Lungo, which is like that size. And you've got your Lungo, which is a bit smaller, and obviously you've got your Espresso, which is the, you know, the smallest one, which is just like a quick shot. So it depends what kind of thing you're after. It's quite versatile when you do that. Now, obviously, to release the pod, all that happens is when you open that thing up, they'll automatically dispense it in the back there, ready for your new pod. So really easy to do, and you just close it like that. Yeah, so I've had it for about a week now. It's been pretty good. It's not got jammed or anything like that. Some people say, you know, when they've tried to open it, it's got a bit jammed, the pod in there, but I've not had any of those issues. That's just something to maybe think about. But obviously, you've got your warranty and stuff like that with there anyway. But that's pretty much it. I recommend it, it's good. And if you like coffee, you just want something dead easy to live with every day, then it could be worth it. Thanks for checking out my unboxing and quick look at this Nespresso Vertuo Plus. And if you liked it, please give us a like and a subscribe, and drop a comment below. The link is in the description as well, and the first comment. Cheers.